All right, guys, welcome to training day vlog number 4. We're in our indoor facility here. Just finished up my warm-up. We're gonna do some med ball stuff. We're gonna do some drills for dribbling. We're gonna attempt to do some moving dribbling, which is a drill I found from Altus that I really like, and then really just using this next 4 weeks of it, of trying to like improve my skill on it and just be better, not only for myself in sprinting, but also then when I'm demoing and showing my athletes what we got. So we're gonna be indoor today. We'll go through all the movements, exercises today. I'm not sure how much will be some commentary with it. We got a team in here training on the turf, so it might be a lot of text in the video depending on how much noise is going on in the background, but enjoy the video today. All right, so we got 2 sets of underhead med ball toss. I like to add these up in my warm-up just to kind of get my CNS going, doing something explosive. I mean, in terms of weight, we're using a 2-pound med ball, so it's not super heavy, but it's just enough to help drive that intent, getting that triple extension, making sure I'm getting fully tall on these. So we're gonna move to the wall, get our dribble patterns in, and then move into our dribbling moving. All right, next thing we got is going to be an in-place wall-supported ankle dribble. So the ankle dribbles is basically mimicking that cycling motion of sprinting, but I'm not coming up any higher than my ankle. So really trying to think of like circling down, whipping down, pushing through the ground as we go. Not great at these, but it's definitely a skill I'm trying to improve on. So we'll kind of show you what that looks like on the wall in place, and then try to get some movement going through. So I like to kind of be an arm's length away, palm face it, staying nice and tall. I'm gonna come up to that mid ankle, kick back. We'll go the other side. And I can already tell by not even looking at the video, I'm not making a perfect circle. It's kind of all over the place, and each one is a little bit different. The best way I think about this is basically if I was sitting on a bike and I was pedaling. That's basically the same motion I want to be making through this pedal. So again, next 4 weeks, we're gonna build on this skill, trying to get better at it. Maybe I can get some outside help to try to help me improve on these, but we'll kind of just give you a couple more clips of the wall, and then we'll move into trying to move into some movement variation of it. Again, I feel like I'm thinking too much of trying to whip back with my glutes and hamstring, trying to simulate that last contact push off. Again, need to work on it, but let's kind of see how these look like moving wise. Maybe a little bit of not Mokolosh, Jesus Christ, words are hard. A little bit of movement is gonna help improve this. All right, so we're gonna go for a little bit of movement. We're gonna add some locomotion, since I couldn't say that at the last clip and all that. Just trying to get a little bit of movement, trying to go through these. So I can already tell I'm not cycling through, I'm more so just kind of kicking. So and I'm too bent over, leaning forward on that one. Oh God, hockey did me no favors in trying to get me to learn how to run and sprint efficiently. So try to get one more. Yeah, I'm not turning my feet over. I'm just sliding back and forth. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more of these on my own and save you guys the embarrassment of watching me try to do these. Hopefully over the course of these videos, you'll see from week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, us getting better at these. All right, next thing we got is gonna be our sled bounds again. Same thing as vlog 1 through our acceleration development. Thinking about just kind of pushing, getting the knees up, good bounds on these. All right, sled bounce finished up. 4 sets, 10 yards. Set 3 and 4, I felt like I was really getting a better knee drive and being forceful through the ground. So I have to look back on it and check it out, but we're gonna go 3 submax fly-ins next. All right, first one on the flies, we got a 1-4, 1-2. Really trying to gauge better what this like 80% effort looks like, because these should be sub-maximum. We're not trying to blow this out of the water, set new PRs on our flies. So really just trying to think about good acceleration, getting up tall, keeping that consistent through the gate. So ideally for the next 2, I want to stay around the same time, staying consistent throughout each one of these reps. All right, rep number 2, trying to stay consistent through my speeds. All right, rep number 2, 1, 4, 4, 4. Still staying consistent, not a crazy drop off distance. So we'll get 3 to 4 minutes recovery, then we'll hit this third and final one. All right, rep number 3, we're gonna try to keep these times consistent, still trying to give this 80% effort. All right, last one was a 1-4-7-5, but honestly felt more like an 80% effort than definitely the first one and the second one. So over again, like a lot of things this week, especially with the sprinting, where I will be the first to admit is one of my downfalls. Like as an athlete, as a coach, like I have sound principles in how I teach sprinting to my athletes. And because they're better athletes than me, they kind of pick up on the skills a lot easier. They're able to express certain positions and the forces we're trying to create than I can. So this next 8 weeks of training is going to be really, really cool for me in terms of like getting out of my comfort zone personally for myself in training, on learning to be a better sprinter, which then in terms hopefully helps me become a better coach in teaching the sprints, and hopefully helps my athletes even get faster, better results than they currently already are. So that's it for Day's athletic acceleration development. We're going to move into the weight room for our upper body isometric day. That'll probably most likely just be some clips, some text on the bottom, because I'm sure some teams are training in there, so we won't have any voiceovers or talking, and just kind of keep it quiet.